Okay, we're gonna do a bunch of the Dles. Personally, I don't like all of the ones relating to popular culture because I don't know anything about a lot of that stuff when it comes to specifics. Okay, we don't have the weird Target ad anymore, so we can do this again. We can do that again. Okay, Biscoff cookies. The problem is this is Costco, and I don't go to Costco. Not that I don't like it, I just don't go. I'm gonna say this is $5 or $6. $6.99. Holy shit! It was $7. It was $7. Damn, she hates great deals. When you live in a really dense area, you don't always have things like Costco. Like, we don't have it. Alright. I do like geography, though. Globle. Let's start off with Angola. No. Let's go with Kazakhstan. Closer? 3,800 kilometers from Kazakhstan. It's probably like this. No, a little bigger. It's hard because it's on a globe. I wonder if it could be one of the Koreas. It could be a Western European country. If it's that far. Let's try the UK. No. Yeah, it's gotta be like UK distance. Oh, we're close. 800 kilometers from the UK, though. 800 from the UK, and... Is distance in our direction? No, it's just distance. We know this is closer to it, but it's telling you when closest border is this. So, some border... So, it could be, like, from this point. You know, like that. It's not Portugal. That's... Well... I don't think so because of the distance it said it was from Angola. I was gonna think it would be up here. It could be Iceland. I was gonna think it could be up here, but then this would be warmer. It's gonna be in this radius. But if it were one of these, this would be warmer. If it were one of these, I don't think this distance would have been correct, so I think it's Iceland. There we go. Either that or it was going to be a weird island. I was starting to think about these, but I don't like... I think my weakest point are remembering all the island names. Remembering which ones are which. Time for Worldle. They're going to give me a... Oh, I already know what this is. They give you a shape of a place, and then you have to guess which one it is. This one's really obvious because it's in 2 chunks, which means it could only be certain ones. And I know this one. This is Brunei. I think so. Yeah, that one's a gimme though because it's in, you know, it's like 2 separate bits here. So there aren't really a lot of options for that. So that's an easy one, in my opinion. I don't know any of the e-movie ones, so I skip those. Tradle. Let's do the daily Tradle. I'm a Tradle fan. We have to guess which country exports all of these products. Here you go. Let me not flashbang you so much. Okay, knit t-shirts, coffee, gold. Bovine meat, so pigs. Roll tobacco. That gives us an idea of tobacco, sugar, what kind of climate it is. So here, let's... T-shirts. So they do a lot of clothing. Mollusks, offal, some fish. Coffee, legumes, ground nuts, bananas, citrus, cassava. Actually, cassava's a big one then. Other oily seeds. Okay. Gold, jewelry, and silver. Tobacco, sugar, hard liquor. Okay, so obviously we're in like a hot climb, right? Yeah, you're thinking Chile, Peru. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be Peru, probably, because Peru is going to be too far south, I think, from that, too far from the equator. Let's just guess. I'm going to guess Latin America. I'm going to guess... I think Latin America or South America. Let's start with... Fuck. It's 2.26 billion, so that's like not a ton. Yeah, the palm oil, exactly. That's not a ton in the grand scheme of things. Paraguay. I'm trying to think about the 2.26 billion. I'm trying to think about who would export that amount. But I'm not sure. A lot of those countries kind of next to each other down there. I'm not sure how much they export in relation to each other very much. Fuck it. You vote Venezuela. If it was Venezuela, oil would be up there. And it would be, you know, yeah. 2.26 billion. You need to go, if you need wires. No, well, this is the real. That's the real one. They must have a good amount of, like, land and everything if they can do bovine meat, right? You don't need a ton of space for pigs, though. Let me think. Roll tobacco for Cuba, yeah. I don't think Cuba's a bad guess at all. And I'm trying to think when the US, when you go to buy, yeah, knit t-shirts, all sorts of suits and things, and you see the tag and it says made in wherever, I'm thinking, okay, what do I usually see on that, right? Or sorry, bovine is cattle. My brain is dying. Yeah, it's 8 billion total when we put everything together. So, yeah, if it is cows, then it would probably need... you don't really need a lot of land for them, though, when you are in a country that doesn't really have great regulations for how to treat them. You kind of just shove them in buildings. So, what you need land for is to make their feed, but you don't need land for that if you just import it. So I don't actually think this has to be a huge country. Okay, I'm thinking let's start... I think Paraguay is too small for it. Fuck it. Venezuela just for the fun to see the distance, because it'll tell us the direction. West by 2K kilometers. Now I have to think about the map. So it's definitely like Latin America, like I was thinking. I don't think it's Peru. It's not saying if it's a little south or a little north, but I don't think it's very... Colombia? It would be spelled like this. Fuck it. I'll say Peru. But I don't think it is. Yeah, it's not. It's north, though. See, guys, I told you it's too far south for this kind of climb. You think it's Ecuador? It could be. I think it's going to be something like right on the equator, very close to the equator, for sure. It's got to be Latin American, not South American. Or Central American, I should say. It's not going to be... Honduras. It's not going to be Honduras. I think this export total number is too high for Honduras. I don't think it's Belize, no. I think Ecuador is a safe one. Equator goes through Ecuador, and that's how you remember it. That's not bad. Portugal! Portugal's in Europe. Portugal is attached to Spain by border. It's just south of the UK. It could be Panama. I just don't think it's got enough space for all of these things. I don't know. I think Ecuador is a better guess because of their space. Let's go for it. Ooh, it's north even more. Okay. Okay. And it's northwest. It's northwest. No, it's not the Iberian Peninsula. Madison, Wisconsin. Yeah, it's not Panama because that would be too close And then we're getting, you know. Are you feeling Guatemala? I'm trying to remember, so I can remember the names of a lot of countries in the area, but I'm trying to remember, like, left to right, east to west, west to east. Which one is in what order? And I can't remember. I can generally remember, like, which ones are grouped together in sort of, like, these are north of these. But that's... I'm better with, like, pretty much every area other than, than Central American countries. I don't think it's Cuba, because then I think it wouldn't be northwest. I think it would just be straight up north. Kansas City, you're right. Nicaragua? Guatemala or Nicaragua? I agree. A new chatter came in and said Guatemala is known for their coffee. That's the thing. I think that might push it there. El Salvador might be it. I just don't know about how much they export. I'm gonna say Guatemala to try first. Oh, it's in between the two. See, the thing is, I can't picture it. I'm trying to picture which one's where. I can't remember. Yeah, Colombia for coffee is a good one. And you do see a lot of made in Colombia tags and things, but El Salvador makes sense if we're talking about these directions, right? Honduras. I still think this export number is too high for Honduras. It might be El Salvador. I feel like El Salvador isn't it I have to look at the map after this. Isn't it a smaller country? Like, or am I misremembering? That's what I wonder. I'm gonna try it, but I'm pretty sure it's like a little guy, right? Maybe, hey, maybe they make do with the space that they've got. Let's say Colombia first, just because of the coffee. I feel better on that. No. Oh. Yeah, it's too close to Ecuador. Okay. God, I wish I could remember, like, the order of the countries in that area. Argentina, nowhere close. Nope, Argentina is all the way at the bottom of South America. Nicaragua's the biggest in between? Yeah, that's the thing. Was this the closeness of the next border? That would make it make more sense in my head. Is this the nearest border to border, or is that, like, center to center? Is it midpoints? I don't know. I think Nicaragua is a better guess. We have one guess left. I think Nicaragua. I think... No, guys, it can't... I don't think it's Cuba, because then it wouldn't say it's southeast of Guatemala. I think that's crazy. Is it based off the capitals? I don't know. I think Nicaragua's better. You guys are feeling Costa Rica. Okay, when I'm looking at the actual items that we're thinking of here, though, that's where the part where I don't think it's Costa Rica is. Costa Rica would have huge bananas. That's true, but is Costa Rica bigger on clothing than it is coffee? And is it that big on gold? I'm going to say this. It could be Honduras. It could be El Salvador. It could be Costa Rica. But I'm going to bank on... Is there anything else that would tell me it's, like, not one of those specifically? The fact that we've got cows is big. Mollusks, but not a lot of other fish. Honey? I don't know if that's Costa Rica. Legumes, groundnuts. Bananas, though, right? Rice and soybeans. Wait. Processed cereals. It's not that big on fruits. Just bananas and citrus, but not other types. It does say other fruits, but it's not that huge. Okay. It's pretty big on sugar. Processed crustaceans. It's the presence of the presence of some of these things makes me feel like this could be an island nation, but I don't think it's in enough volume for that, to be honest. They do gas. Petroleum gas and refined petroleum. Precious metal ore. I'm starting to think it's not Costa Rica if we're doing this. Because I'm trying to think. I don't think they own much of like offshore drilling. I don't think Costa Rica does. I'm pretty sure that's mostly larger nations around them. I don't know. Island nation, but no fish. Well, there wasn't no fish, but there wasn't much. And it wasn't fish, right? It was mostly like mollusks. So that's why I don't think it's Costa Rica. Costa Rica banned a lot of mining. Yeah, exactly. They're much more preserving nature. So like oil drilling and gold and I don't know. Coconut oil. Bovine sheep and goat fat. Yeah, there's more mining here. So I think it's not Costa Rica. And then now we get into the weeds here. But it might tell us something. Tanning. Paper. I don't think an island nation would be making paper products. Not impossible, but not likely. Okay, there's like really nothing for all these. Okay, I think I'm still gonna go with Nicaragua. I think if it's not this one, maybe El Salvador. If this number is like too small for Nicaragua, then maybe. I'm gonna do it. The gut was right. The gut was right. I think that 8 billion number was just too much. Too much. Ooh, guess the game. Ooh, what the hell is this? Okay. Don't say it on this one. I'm going to try and get it, and then you could say it at the end. I don't know what the hell this is. Metacritic score of 87%, and we're on a ship. Oh, this is Black Ops. Isn't it? I think it's the first one. Oh, wait, is it the first one? It kind of looks like the first one. It looks old enough, scrungly enough. Isn't it? Oh! Don't bring me there. Good job. Got him. Easy. It's got that caca tint of Black Ops 1. Yeah, everything was very, like, sepia. Gray and brown. Very, grody looking. Food guesser. Guess the country. What? Opera won't let me. Okay, let's do a personal favorite then. Redactle. Let's do Redactle. Opera hates it. Okay, Redactle is a banger. They give you a Wikipedia article and they redact like every word. Almost every word. And you gotta type words and it will reveal them and tell you how many times it shows up. You can even scroll to it. And you try to guess what the Wikipedia article is. Okay. So it's 7 characters. The blank, parentheses, colon, a 2-letter, and then a semicolon. Okay, so this is something that we could call a bunch of other names. Maybe in other languages. Maybe it's like German, this. And this is italicized, so this must have another name in another language. The blank. No. We're a blank of blanks. Okay, we have to start with some words we think we could uncover here. Let's say band. Is this... No, 6. World. Only shows up once. Way down there. Oh, okay. We're a group. Hey, group is 5 letters. Brother. It's 6 letters. Iconic. We'll say hi, Matara. Yeah, we're in Squirtle Squad now. We're gonna try... Do I want to try and guess stuff in the first paragraph, or just guess something that I think will show up a lot? We're series. The problem is it's 6 and then 13, so it's blank blank of. The blank, from the blank to the... What are these? These each have... Alright, let's try the word war. 3-letter words are often war. War shows up 13 times and it shows up here. Okay, okay. I'll do this for you. Blank, war, and blank. So after something. Sakura. Bob, thank you for the 21 months. Okay. I'm trying to think of what's like, how can we do this in as few words as possible? We gotta think of the big hitters here. I don't want to just spam stuff and figure it out. Okay. So I picked world and I picked war already. But this could be leading us astray. This could be, it's like, hey, it's related to these, like, what if these were topics in a book? What if this was a series of papers and you know, war was something brought up, but it was news, right? And we were writing about a whole bunch of things. It could be anything. So let's narrow it down. You really want the word series? 0. 0. 0. If you say it and I ignore it 2 times, I promise you I'm doing it for a reason, as I really don't think it'll show up. Tom Clancy. You think it's a historic group of European peoples, Vikings, Danes, Saxons, etc. Yeah. Vikings could be a really good one. Yeah, because this could be like spanning the blank 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 from the blank blank to the blank blank blank. This could be areas. Let's say sailing. Nope, didn't say it once. 0, probably not Vikings. Let's say people. 38 instances. So we just have 1 here. Blank peoples. Oh, what's a 3-letter word that would come after peoples? And no apostrophe, right? Yeah, I was gonna say maybe act. This could be like a piece of legislation or something. Let's say legislation. 0. It could be who of something, people's who, blank to blank blank blank. Yeah. According. Thing is, if we reveal the word according, that gives us nothing closer to what the answer could be. Ooh, this is tough. This is tough. Try doing as few words as possible, so I want to pick really carefully. Constitution? No, I don't think there's a point in typing that in. Where else does people show up? Oh. Okay, in later paragraphs. The blank people were the blank blank of the blank, and that blank blank through blank and blank blank with blank blank. Okay. What are these 2-letter words? The word people really helped here. Maybe this is like Iroquois. Let's say native. No. Native didn't show up once. Native didn't show up once. Ooh, okay. Maybe it's not people. Because if this were about a group of people, wouldn't this have shown up in the beginning? I think this is a concept around it, but I don't know if it's actually a group of people. That's my guess. We are far off. Yeah, exactly. Church. It's also something that... I don't know. It's not the emu war. No, it's not. How long is this article too? Let's see. This is a sizable one. This is done with one of these little lines, right? So this is a quote by the something of blanks. Oh. This is the word we're looking for. That's the article name, I think. To the blank of blank italicized. Is this fictional? I wonder if this is fictional. Let's see. These are the titles of each section. Blank blank war. Ooh, wait. This could help us. This could help us. Let me think. I'm gonna put the word in. Border. Okay. Emu Australia. I'm not typing emu. I'm not doing it. It's not the American Revolution. The title of the article is 7 letters. Sino-Japanese, guys. The thing we were just looking at was 3 letters before the first hyphen. 3 letters and then 7. USA British War. That's a really nice way to say the Revolutionary War. But it would work. It would fit. You're right. Maybe the Chinese subgroup, they have a few 2 to 5 letter group names like she. That's true. Let's try the word dynasty. Oh, 42 times it came up. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now we're thinking, is it the Mongols? This is my guess. I'm gonna type Mongols. It showed up 3 times. Shit. Blank Mongols here. Okay. Okay. Empire, we don't need to type in more words that we already know probably exist in here. We need to find words that we think may not, but have a good chance that will reveal more information. There are a lot of 2-letter dynasties. Yeah, that's what was really confusing me, actually, was like a lot of those, because I don't usually see that. If it's not like a scientific article and then it's, you know, saying like et al. And all these little things as it's like talking around subjects. So that's interesting. Maybe this 7 is nomadic. Oh my god. It is nomadic. Nomadic, not lifestyle. 12? This is why I was thinking it was the Mongols, because a lot of them were nomadic. A lot of subgroups especially were nomadic during the warring. This is tough, but I like it. The Hunj dynasties. I mean, the word could be dynasty, but that wouldn't make sense. The dynasty with a bunch of things were a blank blank of nomadic peoples. That, you know, it wouldn't make sense there. Actually, yeah, we can try for specific dynasty to check what sort of era we're working with. These could be, let me think. What if it's... No, I was gonna say, what if it's gypsies? Because some of them actually did move east, but no, it wouldn't be that big of a thing. There are also, what if it's like Bedouin? No, it's not. Okay. I just want to make sure we're not only thinking east when it should be a little further west, because some stuff where you hear the word dynasty, everyone would be like, oh, it's gotta be China and Mongolia, but sometimes it is actually further west. So I wanted to rule that out, so that's good. I do think time period, yeah, would be good. But if I just type a number and it's not that exact number, then, you know, then we don't get anything with that. I think we are definitely Eastern then. Like Mughal dynasty. Yeah, exactly. They did cover a lot of land, they did. Scythians, yeah. Try an era like medieval. Yeah, I wouldn't want to say medieval because that typically is only how we separate out a lot of European time periods, and then during medieval times in other parts of the world they won't call that medieval times. They'll usually refer to it as a lot of different things depending on the area, so I don't want to say medieval. I don't think we're dealing with Europe at all. Horses, I'm sure that would be in here. I don't think it would glean information. I'm trying to figure out what this is. We're a blank blank of nomadic peoples blank. This one is really confusing. This one is who? Yeah. It could be who, and if it is, then what are these? It's very... Trying to think of what the next best word... There are a few words in my mind that I think I want to type, but I'm trying to pick... I'm trying to pick the one that would be most likely to immediately give us the answer, if I can think of it. I don't know. Yeah, game is called Redactle. Yeah, for those that were asking what we're doing. Area of land in the room, era of time. They're in, yeah. So I'm trying to think about what would be best to say in here. And then what are these? Would that actually be a dynasty name? That feels a little weird. Whoops, I don't want to open the intro. Do you think, oh, this could be AD and BC? That could be, or C, actually, yeah. That could maybe be it, but I don't know. All right, let's try a dynasty name or a region name. I think I would prefer a geographic reference more than any time related thing. Bedouin 7, civilization 12. No. I typed in Bedouin and we got 0 results. I did try that because it said nomadic. Young, so like the river? We could. Searching QIN. It comes up 12 times and it shows up here. Blank that the... This is probably article name. They were blank out by the Qin dynasty. Qin's blank against the blank by blank. Okay. They're blank, blank, Qin dynasty, blank. They were driven out. Yeah, yeah. Driven, chased, pushed out. Ooh, okay. Forced, yeah. So it's definitely a word like that. We don't have to guess what word it is. We understand the meaning, right? We're reading between the lines, reading between the words. And we understand that they were somehow pushed out, forced out, whatever, by the Qin dynasty. Well, pushed out of where? Because if I'm being honest, that doesn't tell me too much because they did this to a lot of people. They did that to a lot of people. I do think it might be Three Kingdoms era. Yeah. Types in Lubu. Qin messed up a lot of people. They did. Yeah, we just need the title of the article. Just before Three Kingdoms? Yeah, but a lot of what they did was precursor to building up groups that then ended up sort of being those different factions. So that's where I'm like... It's definitely precursor. Should XCD the answer? Yeah. Don't actually tell me. Don't actually tell me. You have any idea how little that narrows it down? Yeah, that's the thing is like this... They were around for quite a while. They pushed a lot of people out. And they were very widespread. So it's one of those things where I'm like, this kind of helps us, but it doesn't tell us the answer. And a lot of people at that time were all nomadic in all of those areas. A lot of the plains areas especially. So, I don't know. We tried Han. I don't know if we need to try Han. I mean, this might be Han Dynasty. Which... This could... Oh, it's difficult. This could be a lot of things. 96 to the blank blank is probably an intercardinal direction. Yes. But... Does filling that out actually help me get to the name of the article? I kind of think it does not. That's the only thing. Like, it might help, but... Yeah, I think you guys are actually Googling. There's no way you guys aren't, so don't. Don't. We're trying to guess this off of whatever's in our heads, and if you feel stupid because you don't know a lot, that's fine. You need to just come up with some words that might help, if you can think of them, or you don't help at all. The point of it is that it's hard. What if nothing's in my head? You sit there and think. Just sit there and think. Let me see how long these are. We haven't gotten a single word in here, which is interesting. The blank blank for the article name. What is this? Am I listening to JID right now? Oh my god, I am. Sorry, I heard it. I was like, what? Is this JID? I think I will say Han to see if this gives me a better idea of who we've got in this first paragraph, or first two paragraphs. Yeah, okay. Okay. The article name were blank by the Han Dynasty in a blank blank blank, which led to the something something in an area and something of within Han borders. Interesting. I'm doing this so you guys can see. Okay. Expansion? Yeah, I don't think that'll help. It's clearly a group of people we're trying to think of the names of. So I tried Mongols and it's not them. I typed in Bedouin and it's not them. So we do know it's not that far west. This could be Mughal. Manchus, yeah. Manchu might actually, I mean, the fact that it says Han Dynasty, a lot of what went on in the Manchurian Peninsula was Han Dynasty era moving into that peninsula, doing a lot of things there, leaving a lot of that culture there. So if the Han Dynasty is most important, which it does show up, by the way, 106 times in this article, then I'm thinking east, like further east, might actually be it. See how many times Han shows up? Yeah. It's way earlier than the Mongols, we think. If you Google nomadic people driven out by chance, the first answer, well, why are you Googling it, dude? Do you play games like this and Google things? You're not supposed to. No, no, no. I think this is very early on, though. What is this? This format here is crazy. What is that? Yeah, it's very early, which I'm less familiar with than the more recent stuff, you know? Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Like, you can tell what the format is supposed to be, but I'm not gonna be guessing those. Let's go... Okay, let me try to think. But I think if we do words that help us figure out if this is very far east versus farther west, then I think that might help us a lot. Okay. Okay. I think things that might help us with region would be good. Very early AD and BC, my one claim to fame. Yeah. I think it is very early on is what I'm thinking with I mean, like I said, the thing that shows up the most in here is Han, which shows up 106 times. And that makes me think it's farther east. Let's say Manchuria. Once. It shows up once. Where? The people of blank blank and Manchuria as blank. Doesn't mean it has nothing to do with the area, but it wasn't really called Manchuria until later for a lot of things. I don't know if they have an earlier word when they're talking about history in the area when it's this early, but I'm usually used to calling it by the dynasty. No, I typed Mongols already. Do you try something like step to establish east versus west? Do you mean like a step like with a PE at the end? Mountain could be good. Plains could be good. Sea could be good. The name of a specific sea or a river. Like, let's say we said the Yalu River. Which, what is it called in... What do they call it in China? What do they call it? Yalu River is like the Korean name for it. It's the one between North Korea and China. Like, names like that would be good. All right, let's do step. S-T-E-P-P-E. Ooh, Youngs. Thank you. Yeah, that was the Chinese name for it. Okay. It showed up earlier. That's all good. What about a mountain name or a mountain range or plains? We do see that the step with a capital S appears in the first paragraph, so that's good. I just have to remember the name of this group of people, and I'm not sure that I am going to remember it, to be honest. We could say the Huns. I'll type Hun. No. 1, 2, 3. 3 times total. Okay. I don't think it's going to be anything related to the Turks. No. Yeah, the Huns were too far west. That's why I wanted to type it, because my thought is, does this rule that out? And it does. So this is purely farther east. There's one with, I can't remember the name of it, but there's one. I don't know what word it is, but there's like a word that I have. I have like visual memory of having read about this in a specific book, but I can't remember the fucking name. I'm trying to remember the name. Oh, it's hard. Shanbei try. Sichuan. What cities were established at this time? I'm trying to think. Do we know of any cities that existed on the east that were around this far back, that have been around this long? Xi'an, yeah. That could work. We could try it. Goryeo, I know Goryeo, but Goryeo is like, the Goryeo dynasty was not really expanding past the mountain range that kind of separates Korea from China. Not too much. There was a lot of fighting where they did push back and forth, but for the most part, they were staying on the peninsula. And when I typed Manchuria and then it only showed up once, that makes me think that saying Korea is not the way, to be honest. Your Chinese history is lacking. Yeah, I know some things, but a lot of what I know are really specific things, not like a good knowledge of the generalized history. It's specific things that I've read about, so I'm trying to put that together. Let's try Xi'an. It didn't show up at all. But she does show up. Okay, it shows up because it has to be typed like this. The name of the city only shows up one time. Okay. I don't think it's as Silk Road related. I think northern provinces try Hubei. Like, well, they weren't quite established at that time, so I don't think using those names would make sense for it, because a lot of those names weren't always used at that time, from what I understand as well. Some guy in chat said a different name back in the day. That's the thing, right? Like, a lot of stuff that I can think of, I'm thinking of a modern name or something that was a little bit old but not historic. Like historic. And I think a lot of the stuff they're going to look for here is going to be the old name, and that's the stuff that I'm not sure of. How about... I'm going to type one that I thought was later. I'm going to type the name of a group of people, and let's see if this is it. It's not. Fuck. Okay. Should. You only know stages from Dynasty Warriors. Speaking of which, the new one is out, and I got a code. They sent me a code for it, so I could play it. You know? Might still use the modern name, like saying modern day Shanxi. Yeah, they might. That's true. You have to think of high value words here. I got a word to try? Fuck. No. It's going to be difficult. Great Wall? I don't think... that feels more like I'd just be typing a buzzword. And nothing actually related to the article. No, we're not typing eunuch. I don't... They're just gonna be like... Oh, this one guy who was a eunuch said this. And then we're gonna be like, okay. Synergy? No. Palace. No. No. Unix were super important in that period. Oh, they were. They were. I just don't think it's going to reveal information on who this group of people was. Let's see if I can get this unless you already know it. I'm hoping that some word here will jog my memory because I feel like this is something that I have read about before. And I feel like I just need something to jog my memory to remember a specific name. I put in one, it starts with a J. I don't remember how to say it. And it's 7 letters, but that wasn't it. So it's not that. When you have to put it in anyway at some point. Right. But that's the thing is I'm trying to get it. Yeah, the jorking, of course. I'm trying to get closer to it. Yeah, that one. About religion, they're pretty much all going to be Confucian during this era. I'm pretty sure. Or are they Buddhist at this point? Actually, and this depends on the years. I actually don't know. I don't know. It's a good question. Your wuxia addiction is failing you. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that I remember is going to be really specific, like that. Taoist. I think more likely Taoist, depending on where they are. But I don't think that's going to bring me closer. What are some wars we can think of? See, and the thing is, like, what I can remember is there was that one guy, Liu something, who overthrew this dynasty. I remember it was a short name. Oh, Liu Bang, something like that. I remember he overthrew it. So I remember a lot of, like, really specific things like that. Liu Bei? No, Liu Bang. So that, like, I can remember factoids like that. So I'm like, I've probably read the name of this. You're still betting on Tibet? I don't think this was Tibetan people. Well, it said it pushed them out of the steppe. Specifically, if I highlight steppe. Well, it didn't say it pushed them out of the steppe, but it mentions the steppe. I think they're saying traveling to blank, 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 traveling the steppe from the... I think they're saying, like, where these people spanned from. And then the time period in which they were around. I think that's what's going on here. Yeah, I said Mongols already, and the word Mongols did not show up one time. No, actually, no, it did. Sorry, 3 times. It showed up 3 times, but not once in the beginning up there. So it's not part of their identity. So I think these people were their predecessor. The blank, blank. So I think this is the title of the article. The blank have been the something of the Mongols. I think it's the precursor to the Mongols is what we're getting here. And I just need to remember the name. Is it the Turks? Is it Turkish? That's the thing. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that was the name. I'm pretty sure it starts with an X. I think I might know it. I think I actually might know it. And I think it starts with an X. But the thing is, there were a bunch of groups that were the predecessors to the Mongols. So I don't know if this is like the one. So I'm going to type it. I'm just going to see if that works. Oh! Oh! Okay. Okay, it was them. It's the only one that I could remember that was 7 letters long. Okay, wait, let me look this up. Now we're going to look this up. Predecessor to Mongols. Because I typed one of the other ones, the Jurchen, how do you say it? The one that starts with a J. I typed that one already. This group ruled over the Asian steppe from the 3rd century BC for over 500 years. Some scholars believe they were Proto-Mongols, but others believe they were a multi-ethnic group. Their invasions of North China led to the construction of the Great Wall. Okay, that's why that one dude was like, you should type the Great Wall, though. You probably Googled it. Unless you're like a person with this special interest, but, you know, in America and in the West, they don't make you read about these things, so I just, you know. Unless it's your special interest, I doubt it. Donghu, yeah, that was the other one, but they were like Manchurian area. So that's why I didn't type that in, because I didn't think that was relevant. I also thought they were later. Maybe I was wrong about that. Maybe they were early. Interesting. Okay, let's see. What is that like? So many of you wanted me to type Turkish, but it's not the actual group. It's just that they are part of it. Let me see. Marriage diplomacy with Han China. People don't do that no mo. Ooh, a civil war. Yeah. Oh, it was the list of tribes. Okay. I was wondering what this section was looking at this structure. I was like, what is this long ass list? What is this list? Like, what could this be? It was a list of tribe names. That makes sense to me. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. That's a tough one. A lot of these I'll get when they're like science related. And then when they are when it's related to this, it's hard. It's hard because I'll know a lot of things about it from specific stories, but it'll be hard to guess what the actual thing is, the actual answer is. Okay. Let's scrub our brains. Let's scrub our brains. Here, wait, let me close this so I can open it. We're gonna do Factle. Holy shit, I'm getting flashbanged. Oh my god. Okay, get flashbanged, guys. You're about to get absolutely blasted. They want me to rank the top 5 countries by most Michelin-starred restaurants. Oh, God. All right. All right. Let's do our fucking best, dude. Okay. I think we're gonna have a lot in France. We're gonna have a lot in Italy, in the US. I just don't know if this is the order, but I'm just grabbing some of them. Yeah, Japan is gonna have a bunch. I think Hong Kong might actually have a fuck ton because it's so dense. They have so many restaurants that are so great. You think Singapore would have a ton? I think Singapore would have some, but I don't think it would be in the top 5. Switzerland? No. No. Germany? No. I don't think so. I really don't think so. They're not known as like food capitals like that. They're not. This is hard because I know where a lot of Michelin restaurants might be in US cities. France first. I'm just clicking on what I think are the top 5, and then we'll do the order after. India? No. No, they're not even on the list of options. China's so big, but I don't know that they review them much. I think it'd be more likely to be Hong Kong than China, because I think when you're going to find Michelin-starred restaurants, you're going to deal with a lot of this being them traveling to cities that a lot of people from the West travel to be honest. Mexico? Actually, Mexico does have a few, but they're not on here. UK would be a good one. I actually think Italy might not be one. I think it's gonna be... I think it's gonna be these 5. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Italy, France, and Japan? Or is it saying that these are in the right spots? Is it like Wordle, like yellow means yes, it's in the top 5? I didn't think UK, but I thought US, at least, because we do have a lot. All right. I think Japan might be top, because the stuff that they like is they like foods where you're either going like full French gastronomic excellence, I'm going to turn every ingredient into something wildly different, or you're doing what Japan does, which is I'm going to focus on quality of ingredients. I'm not going to change them that much. I'm just going to prepare them really well. The Michelin folks that go in and rate restaurants love that shit. So I think Japan might be number 1. Might be. Hong Kong, probably just too small to have this. Let's do China. Korea actually has a lot recently. I just don't know that it has that many. Let's just try to get a different group here. Maybe we don't even put Japan and France on here at all. We just try to get others. Italy might, because Italian cooking, everyone's just like, oh, Italian food, so good. It's always, oh. Denmark? No, Denmark's too small. Denmark's too freaking small for that. I'm going to try Italy, China. I'm going to try... Singapore has a lot of people that travel in from everywhere. It's really like a business capital. Switzerland, too small. Yeah, but Switzerland's entire country makes pretty good money and has a lot of different cities that people will travel to eat food. So I think there's a chance. But Italy, China, I think... They have Luxembourg on here, guys. I think... Spain. Not Greece. I don't think Greece would be on here. Fuck it. Do you want Switzerland on there so bad? Swiss chocolate and cheese. Yeah, I feel like Switzerland's known for a couple things specifically, but I never hear people going like, oh, I'm going to go to Switzerland because there's this incredible Thai restaurant. You know what I mean? A lot of the Michelin-starred restaurants are in cities where they have various cultures of foods. They tend to, like, if a country or a city has a lot of Michelin-star restaurants, they tend to be wildly different in the same area. So... I don't know. Italian, China, Spain. Let's do that. Let's try to do Japan, China, Italy, Spain. Let's put France at the end. Let's see. Okay. We have 4 of them. So we're just missing 1. So it's Italy, Spain, France, Japan. 1 more. This could be Greece, South Korea, Ireland, Germany, Portugal, Singapore, Norway, Switzerland, Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, Sweden, Canada, Denmark, Austria. I don't think it's Denmark or Canada. I don't think it's Austria. Sweden, probably. No, I don't hear of Nordic food being like a luxurious thing that we hear about often. I think Korea has had a lot recently. I just don't think it's enough. Actually, it's countries. I will say, in New York City, a lot of the Michelin-starred restaurants in New York City in the recent years are all Korean restaurants. So many of them. And I feel like those that do these ratings have, like, gotten into Korean food. And there have been a lot more high-end Korean places, which is something that was not the case, like, 5 years ago and prior. And I know they've been doing a lot there. So, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to throw them in. I'm going to say France, number 1 on here. France, then Spain, then Italy, then... Well, we don't need to put Italy in 3rd because we know it's there. So let's just use that as a throwaway spot to test one. So we'll just throw Korea in there. I don't think it's Korea, but we're going to try it. And then we'll do Japan... Do I like that order? Do I think Italy's 5th? I think it's a good chance that Italy's 5th. Or not 5th, so not Italy. what's his face. You know what I mean? I don't know. Spain, France, Japan. South Korea. Yeah, I'm trying to test the order. I'm just like cross-checking to make sure I haven't done this too many times. So it'd be France, Spain, Italy, Japan might be the order, I think. And then we're going to test South Korea. And we can test another one in this 5th slot. So I'm going to test Korea and... who else is most likely to have a lot of them? Fuck it, I'm testing Korea and Singapore. You really want Germany. I'm going to do Singapore because of all the different cultures that travel through there and all the different types of restaurants that are there. I don't know if you guys have been, but it's really, really, really multicultural in the types of food that's available. A lot of it's like Chinese food, but still, overall, a lot of variety. So I'm going to try that. Fuck. It's neither. But France is there. France is number 1. So that means Spain is 5th. And Japan is 2nd. So it's France, Japan, Italy, blank, Spain. France, Japan, Italy, blank, and Spain. Maybe it is Germany. Worth knowing start period was 3 stars? Yeah, exactly. Which, you know, there's a good number of Michelin-starred restaurants out there when it comes to 1 star. And I agree with you, I do think they are Eurocentric. Okay, so since we know where most of these are now, we know the order of 4 of them. Let's just put in a bunch. Let's put in everything else. And then we can just figure it out. So, I think most likely would be Germany, Belgium? I don't know about that. Let's think of areas that have money. Just Luxembourg. Everything but Luxembourg. Who's got a lot of money out of these lists here? Money and people, yeah. You don't do good food in Canada? You know, anytime I've traveled there, it's been all right. It's just not, it's not that diverse. You think Norway? Yeah. Denmark. Greece? Yeah, Greece isn't in the best, economic situation right now. Switzerland does have money. Absolutely. Switzerland, you ever been and try to buy a bottle of water there and it's like $5 to $6 US normally. That's not in touristy areas. It just is that. Crazy. Okay, Greece, Ireland, Portugal, Luxembourg, Belgium, Netherlands, Sweden, Canada, Austria. You know, if we're talking about food, I kind of want to say Portugal. I want to say Portugal because a lot of people vacation there. There's always been a lot of travel through there, a lot of shipping and whatever. And I think the chance for them to have interesting food, yeah, same reason as Spain, people passing through. Let's submit these 5. Oh my god, it's Germany. What's our order again? Okay, so it's France. We said Japan. Yeah, Japan is here. Italy, Germany, Spain. Damn. Everyone always complains about the food in Germany. Even the Germans in chat are like, we have shit food here. We hate food. Food bad. Grr. No flavor. I might be paraphrasing a little bit, but like they shit on their own country with that. So, we like to complain. Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed. I've noticed. All right, let's do I do Gamedle. Okay. We're trying to guess a game. We're gonna come up with an answer. And we're gonna see if we can figure out what game it is. Let's try Call of Duty Black Ops. Since that was the other one. It is first person. Okay, okay. We have a little, let me move it so you can actually read it ever. We have some usable info. Why can't I click on it? Hiya! Okay. So it's a bit older. It's somewhat correct here, somewhat. Okay, so partial shooter. Wrong franchise and Saga. It's not developed by these people. Different engine.
I want you to know that those shades, that outfit, and gun are the coolest a human can look.
Yeah, we do it different here. We move different. It being exclusively first person is kind of big. After 2010, I don't know. Destiny 2. Hey, is that third person? I don't remember. Split screen. It might not be split screen. It's saying that, okay, so the game comes in all of these modes, and it's saying that it has some overlap with this. So the game we're thinking of may not be split screen. It might not be co-op and multiplayer. It might just be single player, for example. Does that make sense? As third-person vehicle segments, but is otherwise FPS? I think if that's the case, then here it would probably say first-person / third, but we got correct that it is only first-person. All right, check this out. We're going to do this to see the year. Titanfall 2. Oh, okay, it's everything but split screen. So it's single player, multiplayer, cooperative. But it's not split screen. So you don't couch co-op and it's later than 2016. It's not Respawn, so it's not Apex Legends. It's not EA. Fuck it. Destiny 2. Oh, it does match this though. It's even later. Yeah, it did do the thing that I was saying. Okay, it's a shooter, it's an RPG, and an adventure. Those are the genres that it hits. And it's first person only. Huh. Borderlands 3? Do you think so? It could be. Doom Eternal. I mean, Doom Eternal technically did have multiplayer, like it had online, but was that co-op? I'm trying to remember. I never actually played the multiplayer, like, ever. I never did, so I actually can't remember. Yeah, it wasn't proper co-op, right? And that's the thing, is we know that this is the case. It's shooter, RPG, adventure. What year was Borderlands 3? I mean, maybe Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Let's do it to just to get the franchise out of the way, because enough people said it. No, later than 2019 though. It was Unreal Engine. Okay, so we know it's a shooter, RPG, and adventure. We know it's first person only. It was built in Unreal. And it's later than 2019. This is a very recent game then. Oh, I'm not good with recent shooters. I don't know. I don't think it would be Unreal Engine because it would... Or not Unreal Engine, Unreal Tournament. 2020 or later. Stalker 2? Wait. Is that co-op? If it has co-op, that's actually a funny idea. That could be it. I don't know. No. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think so. This is technically not adventure. It's a shooter and RPG, not adventure. I would argue it kind of like has some elements, but okay. Might be Wonderlands because that has no vehicles. I thought that's still in the Borderlands franchise. Maybe it's not though. Halo Infinite? Wait, was Halo Infinite Unreal? I don't remember what every game is made in. That's something that I don't pay attention to. And it can't be Halo because the third person, yeah. I really don't think it's Doom Eternal. Yeah, it is third person. Yeah, yeah. Red Dead Redemption 3, clearly. Yeah. Clearly. Gunfire Reborn? Would that count as adventure? I want to say it's not. It's not something that would count. We also haven't gotten the platform right. Titanfall 2 was PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. That's not correct. It might be a PC exclusive, is my guess. Based off of what we've got. Because the first one, Black Ops, the only thing that it shared in common with these other three that we guessed was that it came in PC. So it might be PC exclusive, is my guess. Ultra Kill? There's no co-op. I fucking wish, dude. I wish. Returnal, not a bad idea. Ready or Not, I wouldn't put it in the adventure category. Personally. Doom Eternal's ID Tech Engine. Yeah, I don't know, like, I didn't know at the time what it was, but I knew it wasn't Unreal at least. Okay. Let's just pick something. Let's pick something and just say it. It needs to be first person only. It needs to have co-op. Not split screen. It needs to have been built in Unreal. Or we could pick something different to just figure out, yeah, like the year of release. That would probably help. It's not Apex because it's not something from Respawn or EA. Payday 3? Fuck it, I'll do it to narrow down the year. Let me see, Payday 3. 2023! Okay, wait, this does help us. It was released in 2023. First person shooter, built in Unreal, has co-op, 2023. Darktide could be a good one. What was Darktide PC only? Oh, Darktide doesn't even show up here. What if it's... No, that wasn't 2023, was it? Xbox 2? Okay, but if I type Darktide, it just doesn't show up here. So I don't think we can do that one. I don't think we can. I think it's PC exclusive. Yeah, the platforms have never been correct. So I think it's PC exclusive personally. Rivals. Now, my Rivals, Darktide is not 2 words. But I'll do it just to quell your ideas there. Dark and Darker. I love this song. Because it sounds like I sang it. I was trying to think about what you said, and then this song just came on and distracted the fuck out of me. Metal Hellsinger. Actually, though, fuck it. Let's see if it gives us anything. Metal Hellsinger. I don't think it's that, though. Oh, it's 22. Okay. Well, whatever. There you go. Gave you a guess. Hi, Kelly. Hello. Starfield's Bethesda's engine? I think so. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be an Unreal. They don't do anything in there, I don't think. Song makes you think of Jaw? Me too. Yeah. We haven't gotten the franchise, saga, or anything correct, and we haven't gotten the dev or publisher correct at all. Not even partially. So it's none of these publishers. That's... We don't have too many publishers on here. It's more than just the devs. Dead Island 2. You guys want Dead Island 2 so bad. Here you go. I've seen you say it 100 times. Ooh, it's not. And Clean's no new info. Give me a PC exclusive from 2023. Give me a PC exclusive. Yeah, maybe... What was the last Far Cry? Was that co-op though? I actually don't know. System Shock Remake. I don't know about that. No, there's no Vermintide because when I tried checking, oh, Vermintide 2 is here, but that was in 2023. You think it's Atomic Heart? We played that. I saw a few people say Atomic Heart. Hey, you don't have to spam it 3 times. Shut up, respectfully. Well, I did play Atomic Heart, though. And I want to say, that game... Yeah, it's not multiplayer. But I want to mention that game. It did something that was great. It did something that was really great that I don't see other games do. And it used a lot of tools to optimize itself. The devs went hard and cooked hard on optimizing that game. It looked fucking beautiful. It looked gorgeous. Like, visually, it was incredible. And it ran so well on my machine. It used no resources. I was able to stream it and pump the graphics up really hard and be running my model and everything. And it was optimized so well. And I was... That game... There were things I didn't like about playing it, but I also, like, it was enjoyable enough. It was fine. But I want to shout out the game as being one of the most impressive experiences when it comes to seeing how well you can optimize modern games. And that was something that the devs talked about when they made it. They were like, yeah, we really wanted to do things like use a lot of tools. People turn VSync off all the time because it makes things run worse for them. But they were like, actually, if you spend time as a developer making VSync work properly, it actually optimizes the game and has it run better. And they use their own game as an example of that. Yeah, NVIDIA did promote the game too because it was actually optimized. And it ran like butter. It took like no processing power to run that game with how well it looked, how beautiful it was, how good it looked, I should say. It was, I don't know, I was amazed by it. I was genuinely amazed at how well it was optimized, and it made me look at that and go, wow, if only devs just spent a little extra time optimizing, then, like, you wouldn't all need to buy a 5090 to be, like, running these new games, dude. But of course they don't want to deal with that. You think it's Redfall? I haven't played Redfall. It's not Deep Rock Galactic because that was not 2023, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Was Redfall PC exclusive? Fuck it. Enough of you have said it that I will type it just for you. I really don't think it's Redfall. It's Redfall. Oh, I thought... Okay. I thought we were looking for a PC exclusive. It was something that was going to be available on Xbox. I was like, no, I'm thinking in my head that, like, this was on Xbox. So I was thinking it wasn't them, but it actually was something that was on these two. Okay. Okay, we weren't looking for a PC exclusive. I was, like, so convinced. Man. Well, it was Redfall. Did any of you play it? Did you actually like it at all? I feel like I heard friends say that they thought it was terrible, but, like, was it? Did that many people even play it? It died within a month? Yeah, I... This game didn't do that well, guys. It did not, okay? This game was not it. It was not it. Limes tried for sponsorship and didn't talk about it since. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, I understand it. When I take a sponsorship, one of the things that is really important to note about that is, like, I won't take one where I'm not allowed to just be honest about the game, you know? Like, I'll only take it if I'm allowed to just say if I'm not feeling it, if I don't like it or something like that. But a lot of the time I'll just be like, yeah, guys, it's all right. And then I just, like, won't continue playing it instead of being like, the game fucking sucked. But I know some friends that, like, won't even say anything. They won't say anything. They'll just be like, yeah, get it if you want it, I guess. They go quiet. I think that's really funny every time. Because, like, they don't have to hide how they feel about it. They don't have to pretend. Like, you could tell when they're playing it that they don't like it. So they don't have to come out there and get on a box, stand up, and be like, oh, I didn't like that game. You can tell when they're playing that they're not having fun. Yeah, it's okay, I guess, grr. Speaking of games, let's play a game. Let's play a